Yes, top of the evening. Come on in here. Come on up in here. Get up in here. We about to have some fun tonight, man. I want to get some people up in here, man. It's gonna be a comedy hour. Growing up, very multi-talented over here, man. I could have won anywhere or done anything in life that I chose to do. So tonight, I feel like um, it's been it's been a hectic week, right? Um, so I want to do a little comedy. I want to do a comedy. I want to do a little comedy tonight. I'm gonna share the what's the name? Cause I know I'm like convinced. Real talk. I'm convinced. Even if I had notifications and different things, they not sending my shit out, man. They just, you know what it is, right? I think they wanted to frustrate me to the point where they thought I would just give up on some, you know, doing content. Now I like doing content, right? Not only do I like doing it, now I like spinning the block because I know there's a lot of guys that just sit in front of the store all the way bummed out, and these are some of the guys that they try to employ to get in the way, right? So the jokes is on tonight, man. I'm gonna discuss some topics, but I'm more so on, like I said, it's time to show my range as a performer, content creator, because that's what this is. Like, content creating is performing, and when you have skills or you have a catalog, it's easier to perform. Whereas a lot of these guys, right, the store guys that I call them, right, they can't perform because they're bums. They're content bums, right? And I'm not gonna say no names. There's no need to say any names tonight. But these guys are really online bums, like with no motion. They come online, they regurgitate whatever they think is trending, but it's not about that. It's about getting to your motion, right? Which these guys aren't doing, right? The boxing bums I'm talking about. The guys that are blogging with no purpose, right? It's like you don't even share information, right? Because you have this storefront mentality. You just want to sit in front of the store and gossip. And shout out to my guy Malik, man. You guys are the YouTube trash edition. And I felt like having a couple of jokes tonight, right? Because I don't really, I got my blog in earlier as far as, you see me throwing a lot of that content out with the whole Yellow Beezy situation. I think he's home. He should be, right? They said that his bail was $2 million. He has that, and he has rich friends that have at least 200K. I'm pretty sure everywhere, every state is the same, right? 10%. So somebody probably got 200. Pretty sure he has that line around, right? That's on me, baby. Um, but man, he got a big uphill battle ahead of him. A big uphill battle ahead of him. I'll go a little bit in on that, man. But I just, I'm spinning the block on the bums, man. Um, the boxing bums, the YouTube bums, right? At what age, right? I want to ask this question. Right? At what age, as a content creator, right, an adult content creator? Because I remember a guy who talks boxing. He's a successful YouTuber, but he has yet to break through and really go to a fight and get some experience like that, covering a fight and getting his feet really wet. Told me that I was unsuccessful, and I laugh. I laugh at that. Now. That's why I'm online now, right? I turned down fights. Guys hit me up all the time to cover events, and I don't cover them no more because I get paid, man. Truth be told, 10%, right? Niggas was laughing. The only one laughing now was the ones that didn't get with the when it was, you know, a part of the motion to just be cool with. But the ones that now, like I don't cover events for free. No, I haven't covered an event for free in I don't know how long. But that's neither here nor there. But at what age, as a content creator, right? Somebody that just comes on and makes content, your channel's not monetized, you're not getting no money. At what age do you say, yo, it's time to, you know, pack this up? Let me go get a job, or let me try to do something to really make money. Because think about it. Like this isn't for the guys that's getting bread. I salute to y'all, man. I get it, right? This is your hustle. But for the ones that's not getting bread, the guys that just sitting in front of the store all day, what age do you say, yo, man, I don't wasted mad years, mad time, right? All I do is sit online. I'm not making no money. My channel's not monetized. I'm not really growing. Like, at what age does that kick in? Do you say to yourself, like, yo, I'm a bum, right? I'm a content bum, right? Two in the building, man. Somebody fill it in. I don't care if there's nobody in the air, right? Because I already made money today. And I'm making money right now, right? So I gotta just come on and be a comedian tonight, right? Because I watch, there's a lot of guys they're not making no money. Like you're a content bum. You're just sitting in front of the store. At what age does that kick in? Like, or do you say, yo, all of these gatherings and these you know, these sit downs and all the shit that I'm trying to do is not working. At what age? At what age do you finally like just give up, right? Because if you're not making no money, right, as a grown adult, a functioning adult in society, but you are comfortable. Well, hear me out now. It's comedy hour, but it's real hour, and you are comfortable with just sitting around online discussing with Big U, Whack, Yellow Beezy, Earl Spence, just discussing other people's agendas. Like motherfuckers talk about me about that, but I try to paint a picture for y'all. Like a lot of times when I'm gossiping or shooting the shit, I'm getting to the bag, man. A lot, man, when I do my Instacards for y'all, man, I be trying to show y'all, and that's just a side hustle that I don't spark. I have a whole bunch of people doing that now. My homegirls, my wife does it. Everybody, they got it. See, they caught the vibe. They caught the vibe, man. I should be Instacarting right now, but I'm just chilling because I know I get a little bit of bread tomorrow from you know, from YouTube. I get a little check. I'm getting checks off of YouTube now, so I say, you know what? I'll just kick it at the crib with the girls tonight, right? But at what age do you, as a content bum, grown man with a family, kids, and all that, you're not making no money? But yeah, you sit around, you do live streams, you're a video creator, a content creator, but you're not making money. At what age does it kick in? Like, yo, I'm a real content bum. That's a fair question, right? At what age? Like, I get it. Some of the younger guys, like my nephew's age 22, and the younger kids, they kids. I get it. You guys can play around, but some of these guys that are adults, right? That because the dude told me I was unsuccessful. Dog, I'm a couple years away from retirement. Like I'm unsuccessful. I was really doing this just to, and I said shout out to like Malik, Gumbo, and Consequence, CW, guys that have, you know, donated to my channel. Right, they've been donating to the channel. Right, because look, I'm grateful for all of that because now you see what it has done. Right, I put the money into the company. That's why you see these videos with these clips and the AI effects. That is from those good brothers donating to the channel. Donating to the channel, man. Because if you remember, all these guys talked about me. I heard the whispers, but I would laugh. Because I'm like, yo, you niggas want me to be y'all, but y'all not y'all yourself. Like, y'all worried about my content, but my content is authentic. I go to fights. I get approved for credentials. Right? I interview the players in the game. I know them, right? Look, I'm gonna talk my source tonight. Look at this right here. This is for my real supporters, man. Not the storefront bums. This is for the real supporters right here, man. Look, I made it to the end of the week, man. A lot of content I drop. Before I get started though, smash the like button, man. Super duper smash the like button, hit the bell icon so you get the notifications when I drop the sauce. Yes, hot sauce, duck sauce, the sauce, right? Mm. Shout out to the team, man. You know, I want to shout you guys out. People that request the content. You guys are who I do it for. Sometimes I don't want to do some of the content, but you support the channel financially, so I do the content. I'm talking about the boxing content, the guys that request that. But I just want to say shout out to y'all. This video right here, a little bit of boxing, a little bit of everything. I have been making a transition, but I came in the game on some media stuff, right? You see who that is right there? That's Mark Kriegel. That's Mark Kriegel. I had to stop it right there. That's Mark Kriegel. I got Mark Kriegel in my catalog, but I'm unsuccessful. Mark Kriegel is one of the top journalists, a best-selling New York Times author. Catalog is crazy. He got autobiographies of Mike Tyson. That's my daughter putting in that work. Already a published photographer at Madison Square Garden. That is my homegirl, Christina, right there. Oregon graduate, another top journalist, female header in the game, right? She's working next week and the week after. She's a player in the game, man. I've been rubbing elbows with players, media-wise, man. But now I do more. But at what age is it going to kick into some of you guys that don't do a motherfucking thing, but just sit online with no motion, right? Organizing, no motion. When do you guys actually come up, right? When do you guys come up? Because I think I have came up already. Like I said, I do media when I want to do media now. But what about you guys, though, man? What about you guys that sit around, don't do nothing, don't support nothing, aren't being nothing? When are you guys going to come up? See, that was February 27th. Now I'm more day-to-day operations, advisor, mentor, things like that. But I still do my media thing. But I felt like in order to learn the game, the business, you need to learn all the aspects of the game. That's why doing media work was important for me. So I know how to market a fighter. I know how to present the fighter, things like that. I think in doing that, I kind of ruffled a lot of people's feathers, especially a lot of these guys that I like to call the store guys. You know, a store guy is somebody who sits in front of the store all day, has no motion going on. Now that's on the internet. A lot of these guys have absolutely no motion. They just sit in front of the store. The new store is doing a live stream, sitting on live, organizing a live, not doing nothing on the live. That's the store. But I, on the other hand, have been doing things, will continue to keep doing things. And I just want to come on and give my appreciation to everybody that has been supporting me and supporting the growth. This is the sauce. Yes, hot sauce, duck sauce experience. Media, marketing, management, consultant agent. But hey, what do I know? Yanni. That's how you do it. I just had to put that out today, right? Because, all these guys come in here and trolling me. They don't come around when it's really, when it's really what? But salute to the ones that support, man. And we're going to continue to keep fronting on the guys in front of the stores, the guys that employ the guys in front of the stores to crash out. Next time a guy puts a battery in your back to sit around and do nothing with motion, be like, yo, man, I'm XYZ age, man. I ain't got nothing on. Can you give me a job? Ask for a job, man. Ask for a job. Because some of y'all, y'all might have could have got a job with me, but you burnt that bridge. So it's like, Kick Rock. Shout out to Gumbo in the building. Now I wanna share something real quick, another quick video, right? LeBron James, right, a couple weeks ago, had an incident. And shout out to Malik. I gotta give Malik his producer credit on this, right? Downtime before I was clocking out, Malik sent me something, which he always does. We communicate a lot behind the scenes. And Stephen Smith, the richest, the richest. He's one of the richest guys in the game right now, broadcaster, journalist. He got one of the biggest deals, right? Has had a change of heart. And shout out to Malik for sending this to me on Twitter. And I was watching it, and I was like, I gotta put some content out on this. But I was laughing, right? Because me and Malik communicate. And a lot of people was mad at my video that I did. And I was like, nah, man. I was like, Bron was on his job, right? He was like, dude, Stephen A. Smith was doing his job, critiquing his son. But it was like, that's his son at the end of the day. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm going to step to you too as a man, right? He did what he was supposed to do. But shit, Stephen A. Smith now, right, has a change of heart, man. Right? And sometimes when you get that understanding, that's why you always say to me, you need understanding, right? You need that understanding. He got that understanding from LeBron, right? I think shout out to the sisters, man. It was it Escape? They was like, what I need from you is understanding. So we can communicate, right? That's what happened. LeBron gave him that understanding. Like that's all he wanted was the communication. And once he seen where LeBron was at with it, like, keep violating my son, nigga, I'm gonna violate you. Just like that. Just know that, right? Just know that, right? Keep violating my son, and I'm going to violate you. Just know that, right? So they got that understanding, and seems to me Stephen A. has had to change your heart.
Obviously, Milwaukee gave it to them last night, but just looking at the Lakers without LeBron, without Luka, without Rui Hachimura, without Austin Reeves, of course, that put Bronny James in a position where he could get his 30 minutes, but give credit where credit is due. There were some moves that he put out on the court, ball handling skills, getting to the basket, finishing at the basket, pulling up the jumpers, hitting a three, 17.7 to 10 shooting from the field. I was impressed, okay? This is the big picture here that I want to bring up. I might have been wrong. Are you listening, James family? Are you listening, Rich Paul? Are you listening, all of you people? Because here's my position. Pressure. My position was all along, Bronny James needed to be in the G League.
Pressure.
Put him in the G League. Let him be in the G League his first year. And then after that, let him come on, because I've always believed that
pressure.
Obviously.
Yeah, he said, I might have been wrong. I might have been wrong, right? He got that understanding, right? He might have been wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's what understanding does. But shout out to Bro and Dawn, a real father, man. A real man, right? Protector, provider, right? For his, man. But Bronny did have a good game, man. Right? In the league. 17, right, last night, 7 for 10, right? Like, come on. You know what it is? I'm going to tell you, the truth be told, right? Everybody's saying, about his game, right? I'm going to talk some basketball shit right now. He is always going to be underneath a microscope just because who his father is and what his father did to the game and is in the game, right? So right there, he's going to be unfairly judged, critiqued, ridiculed, all of these things, right? So when I seen his father, who I seen play numerous times, when he was on the Cleveland, when he was on Miami, at the Garden, man, he's a hell of a man. Dude is the truth, right? Many times at the Garden. But I seen a man, right? He's always a man, but I seen a man, like, seeing his son being violated, right? And he knew if he wasn't my son, you wouldn't do him like that. So he's like, we get some understanding here, right? That's why I respected what LeBron did, right? Because LeBron was on it like, if this wasn't my son, you wouldn't do him like this. So I'd be goddamn if you're gonna do him like this, because this is my son, and I don't play over mine. And shout out to Stephen A. Smith, man. Gumbo said he's a clown. Well, he's a clown with understanding now, because he said apparently he was wrong, right? Yeah, he was wrong. Bronny deserves to be in the league, man. He might have been wrong. He knew LeBron wasn't playing no games, man. But shout out to Malik for sending me that, man. Did you hear my laugh? Yo, my laugh was so sincere, right? Because, yo, Malik sent the shit to me, and Malik was chatting, chopping it up with me. And I was listening to the chat when he told me, and then I watched it, and I was reading the thing, and I was reposting it on Twitter, and that laughter was genuine. Because when I heard him say, I read the original thing, but I didn't hear it. But I'm listening to it. He said, I was wrong. I immediately thought when LeBron ran down on him, they got that understanding, man. That's all. And Stephen A. Smith said it, right? That's all he wanted, right? Remember, I put the content out, rewind the tape, like the other guy says over there, rewind the tape, right? I put the content out. Stephen A. Smith said it in there. All he wanted was a conversation with LeBron, right? And he got that. But he got it. He didn't expect it to get it that way. But he got it. Now they got that understanding. And you see what he said. Bronny James deserves to be in the league now. Deserves. He might have been wrong. He might have been. You think so? You think so? All right. We're just going down the list. Shout out to my guy, Les. Look, the sauce is everywhere, man. You niggas is in front of the store, man. You niggas are sitting in front of the store, man. We are international. Too many states to name. You niggas are still in front of the store, man. What's the specials today up there? Anything good? Yo, anything good? What's the specials today, man? What's the specials today at the store, man? I know you niggas been up there all day, man. They should be on dinner time right now, man. They should be wrapping up. But what are the specials, man? They got anything good up there, man? Somebody comment in the chat. Ask some of these store guys, man, that's sitting in front of the store right now. But I want to get over here to Yellow Beezy, right? I got a lot of content out. I don't want to talk too much of my content because I want y'all to check it out. But Earl Spencer's best friend, that's Yellow Beezy, man down. Remember, he rocks Earl Spencer's pendant. Right? They got the his and her. I mean, I retract that statement. I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to say his and hers. They have the him and his, right? The matching pieces. But he might be home now. It's only 200,000. They got the money. But I'm watching the blogs, right? And a lot of the blogs. Matter of fact, I'm gonna play some audio, right? Somebody look. I have a real media desk when I do my media, but now it's more so blogging desk, right? This is what somebody sent me, right? Because they know I'll be on it, man. And this is old, man, but look, people are bringing it back up, man. And you know what it is? I think a lot of people are giving me my flowers too, because they know that this is vindication for me. Because these guys really tried to slander my brand, my $1 million brand. Jackal Fitness was a $1 million brand. They tried to slander it. But look how it's all coming back full surface now, right? But listen to this right here, man. And then I want somebody to comment, man. It's a couple y'all in here. Comment on this right here, man. Comment on this real quick. Give me a read on this.
I want to ask him, was he running from 03? Hold on. What does this have to do with the fight, though, Merla? It's mental. Like, what you talking about? I like asking the question people want to know, man. Just so I understand. Time out. I'm a little confused a bit. What does him flipping the car have to do with Mo 3? God bless his dad. I just. No, I don't know the story. That's what I'm asking you. So what happened? So you can, for me and the viewers that don't understand why you asked this question. Just rumor has it that, that him and Mo3 was into something. Okay. I want to know, was he trying to get away from Mo3? Is that why the car flipped? So, because I'm naive and some of the viewers may be, what you're saying is that Mo 3 and Harold Spence had some beef? Yeah, street beef.
Damn. Somebody sent that to me, but I guess that was like a form of letting me know, like, damn, Shaw, you've been on point forever with this shit. How did you know? So that is Mace. It is what it is. Thief. They steal a lot of content too. Shout out to them, though, Cam and Mace, and the other guy that they brought on that steal shit. But yeah, so apparently this is it is what it is. It's saying it too, right? Earl Spence was tied in with a street beef with Mo 3. Rest in peace to Mo 3. But they wanted to know, was he chasing him that night? Was he chasing him? I remember bringing this up many years ago to a dick eater, an internet dick eater, a Twitter dick eater. He's a dick eater. And if you feel like I'm talking about you, I most likely am. And if you feel some type of way, bust a move. You are a dick eater. But yeah, this dick eater, and I was like, yo, why didn't that car stop? That Honda Accord. It looked like a Honda Accord. I'm like, damn, if you see a car flip over like that, you're behind it, you're going to pull over like, oh shit, man, is this guy or girl or whoever in this car all right? But it looked like me, they just went even faster. And I remember this particular dick eater saying, oh, but he's supposed to be a street nigga and a nigga that's official and all this. His explanation was, ain't no Ferrari getting ran down by a Honda Accord. It's not. That's why you see the Honda Accord took forever to get up there. But the Ferrari got up away from it, but the nigga drove so fast in it, he lost control, and the rest, you see what happened. See, I didn't say that at the time because when I already knew the dude, I was like, yeah, you're a weirdo, you're a dick eater, you're an Earl Spence fucking groupie. You're not your character that you portray to be on this Twitter or internet. Because just from off your explanation, and I'm like, damn, you're supposed to be a street nigga? You're supposed to be a nigga that gets busy? So your whole thing is they was in a Honda Accord, they couldn't catch the Ferrari. Yeah, they couldn't. But that Ferrari flipped the fuck over trying to get the fuck away from them. And it's obvious when you watch the footage. That is why that car it looked like that car was speeding. It's like, damn, why are you speeding? Because you seen this guy, you probably think he, whatever. Right? Did y'all just follow that right there? Did y'all follow that breakdown that I just gave? But I remember that years back saying that because, I'm tired in a lot of places. And I was like, yo, apparently it was this. Oh, no, ain't no way. Like I said, when you are an idol worshiper, dick eater, you're always going to be in denial. The same way they was in denial about dude, being an alcoholic and doing other shit. The same people, they was in denial. But now, check the vibes out, man. I'm cooking tonight, man. I started out joking, but now we serious on a serious tip, right? His lover, damn, why the fuck I'm saying that, man? His brother, I retract that statement, not his lover. His brother, Yellow Beezy, has been arrested and charged with the capital murder hire hit of the guy who we just listened to. Mace wants to know if he was chasing him, right? His brother, I retract my statement, I said lover. This Friday I had a long work week, but his brother is being charged, right? The guy, they got the his and her. I retract that again. They have the him and him charms together, right? This guy has been arrested for the connection of murder for hire. Now, are these guys going to come out and speak on this? Are these guys? You caught that Sauce Gumbo? Look, I'm trying to be funny tonight, man. But I retracted it. His brother, not his lover. I know the videos are out there with them dancing like two schoolgirls or whatever, but they was having a good time. That's him and his brother who has been arrested for this. But my thing is this: hopefully his brother is innocent, because we don't want to put that on nobody. But apparently the shooter, right, has said that he got paid, and that's who paid him. That Yella paid him, right? Now, oh man, he said I'm mad because he asked my last name. But yes, these guys were mad at me for reporting. They were mad. They were so mad. But look, are they mad at Mace for saying that? That's what Mace said. He wants to know. Are you mad at Mace? Of course not. Because Mace has a big platform and you are a dick eater. You're a dick eater. You're a eater of dick of men. Right? I can have that, right? I could place a call and I can run the numbers up and all that, but I don't want that. I want to be me. I want to come on here and pop my shit and see some of y'all in traffic and y'all look the other way. Or you bust a move, you run down on me. But come correct, man, because I'm definitely coming correct. Locked and loaded, hands is registered, man. You do have options, right? But where is the questioning of Mace wanting to know this? Because now this is getting real, like my guy Malik said earlier when I was handling business, making money. This is getting real spooky because this guy's lover, damn it, man. It's been a long week, man. I'm sorry. This guy's brother, I retract that, not his lover, but his brother who has the him and her, I retract that too. He has the him and him same chains and piece, right? Normally you do that with your woman, right? Shout out to all the players out there. Don't you have your girl rocking your shit, right? Be like, yo, bitch, rock this, right? Yo, bitch, rock this. Maybe, like I said, his brother, though, you might rock it with your brother or your prison lover, right? Because he might be going to prison, so he might be somebody's lover. Pause, right? That's on me, baby. That's on me, baby. But his brother, right, rocking the same chain and shit, right, has been brought up on charges of murder for hire. Now, maybe, look, I'm just saying, right? If what Mace is saying is true, right, that, allegedly, rest in peace to Mo 3, did this to his love. Damn, I retract that again, man. I retract that. His brother, not lover. Why the fuck I keep saying his lover? But he did that to, his brother. He might have wanted beef. That's his brother, right? He tried to take his brother out, right? So, it's just crazy what's going on. It is going to get spooky out here, man. But a lot of times you will defend your brother. You can see I caught it to something. I didn't say lover. You defend your brother, right? That's how you're supposed to be raised, right? But we just have to wait to see how that plays out, man. I'm glad you guys caught the sauce tonight. Just trying to be a little funny with the content, a little trickier. But yeah, he should be home though, right? Like I said, $200,000. It was a $2 million bond. He got $200K. He's a roller. He's a roller. But the uphill battle is this battle now. Because that's a hard charge. And I think capital murder, see, look, shout out to the people that were hitting me up behind the scenes. Capital murder comes with the death penalty down there in Texas, man. So that's a serious charge. And normally they would do it like that, right? And I'm going to break this down to you why they would do that, if that's the case. Because they look at him as the shot caller. He has the power. He put the bag up. I played some of that earlier, too. The bag. He got the bag. So they're going to eliminate him because he can control the crash dummies, the guys that want to sit around that don't have no motion. That you could be like, yo, man, I'll give you $1,000, man. Go jump in the water. The niggas would do it, right? especially when they don't got $1,000, probably never seen $1,000. Them niggas is gonna jump through a hoop, right? But yeah, apparently him and the other guy too, they're saying. So we're just gonna keep an eye out on that, man. But how's the content, man? How's the content, y'all? Before I move on, how are we doing tonight, man? You catching the flavor? I heard you got the flavor for the flavor. Not catching the flavor tonight, man. But since I got a couple of y'all up in here, man, at what age, right? At what age do you about to hang it up? Especially if I'm not getting no money. I'm just organizing, gathering, with no motion. At what age do you say, yo, this ain't it? This ain't it. Yeah, motion is a priority. Yes, but at what age though, man? Somebody, man. At what age? Appreciate that, CW. At what age do you say, yo, I'm packing it up, man? You know, I've been sitting in front of the store long enough. I ain't made a damn dollar all day. Yeah, at what age do you be like, yo, man, this ain't it, man? I'm a content failure. At what age, man? I'm only thinking about that because I remember the dude told me I was unsuccessful. But I've been working fights for some years now, man. To the point where now people send me requests to do things and I'll be like, yo, I need this. I need that. Right? So my whole thing is, as a content creator, when do you say, it's over? I've been blogging day in and day out. I'm not making no money. My channel's not growing. What age, man? Do you say, yo, maybe it's time to do something else? Or you just say, fuck it, I'm gonna just come on every day and continue to gather in front of the store? At what age, man? At what age do you say, yo, instead of coming online every day and trying to report on and gossip, because that's what you're doing, right? If you're not really in the mix, you're just gossiping. And you're gossiping about whoever you think is getting the right information. But at what age do you say to yourself, as a functioning man in society, that, yo, this ain't it? Because somebody tried to tell that about me. I'm like, bro, I can't say that right now, right? I can't say that because my daughter is in the game right now. My daughters, right? They don't watch their father get to the motion, and they in the motion. Well, at least my youngest. My oldest said she's busy, right? Shout out to CEO. Son. I'm feeling, Nasiah will never be like you niggas, man. Nasiah will never sit in front of a store. Because Nasiah, she already knows. She the seed is spreading out. She's getting to the motion. She don't even like going to the gym no more. She said she has other things going on. Maybe you niggas need to. Well, you could have got her position with her, but I doubt it. She'll see some of you guys what we like to call work habits and be turned off, man. Be turned off. She knows You niggas sit in front of the store. She's liable to throw you $5, right? But here, go get a beer. Here's $5. Go get something to drink. Go get something to drink. Yeah, see, Terry said, but I hope he can make it to 75. I doubt it, brother. I doubt it. But like, what age though? It's like, yo, when are you gonna get it? Right? The same way they tried to flip it on me. I got it. Look, I got it right now. Some content creating shit, fronting on you niggas, man. I don't need to do content. I do it for my peoples now, right? My peoples that hit me up with topics. I be like, all right, I got you. I'm gonna drop something on that. I'm gonna drop something on that. Man, facts, Malik. I mean, facts, CW. I dig it, man. I just wanted to come on and just shed some light on that. It's like, because I watch guys all the time, and I'm like, damn. And I had to tell the dude, I was like, yo, stop associating me with these people, bro. Like, I don't know if you're doing it to be funny or you're trying to just, like, if you look at what they got going on and look at what I got going on, we've been on two different paths. And we're damn sure on different levels. We're damn sure. Like, yo, what did that guy say that day, CW? I got to use his line. Shit, motherfuckers know what I do. Right? They know what I do. Right? CW, look, motherfuckers, they know what I do. They're so caught up on what I do, right? Matter of fact, let me go over here. I was popping my shit today, right? Check this out, right? I was popping my shit today, right? Look at this. And I know God's seen this, right? But they because look, we live in a social media world. And I specifically commented this for a reason, right? Because I know these guys be on these pages, right? You see this right here? This poster, let's pull it up, right? Can y'all see that? It says, who is the best boxing coach? Who is the best boxing coach right now? Look what I put. Can y'all see my comment? Y'all see my comment? Y'all see my comment right there? Look who I said, right? You got guys on here. Look, yo, remember a couple years ago, Derrick James would have been all over this list. You didn't even see Derrick that much. But I put my cousin, Buddy McGirt boxing. I put Jihad Tucker's father. I put Blah Blah Shy. Y'all know who Blah Blah Shy is, man? And I put the real Joe Harris. Right? Because I know there's a whole bunch of comments on here. Look, Bo Mac easy. I can't wait to go up against Bo Mac. I can't wait to go up against Bo Mac. I'm no Derrick James, right? He said you can't hire no more. I can't wait to go face Bo Mac. But Bo Mac is a hell of a trainer, right? But a dumb motherfucker that sits in front of the store would say, how dare you put your name up there? But a smart person who pays attention to the motion that goes on would say, yeah, you're right. You should have put your name up there, right? Because when you look at the landscape of what is done in the game, when you look at the landscape of what I have done and what I am a part of, right? My nephew got signed and I have the receipts. I don't know too many superstar fighters and boxers, right? That at 17 years old was signed to the major leagues, right? That were signed to the major leagues, right? I have been a part of that process, learning, earning, source, experiences, learn.
Swear, stick to yourself, man. You won't let yourself down. Somebody else can let you down.
So sorry.
Jai, how did the connection with you and Jay Prince happen? Did Jay Prince call you one day and say, hey, it's Jay Prince?
And so, all right, I'm gonna sum the story. Basically, Jackal Fitness, right? One of the guys who, you know, he like a media, all the underground media, you feel me? Go around, you know. So he knew Mike Prince, you know, Mike Prince, Jake Prince, you know, their family. So now tell Mike Prince about me. Then boom, Mike Prince, he followed me on Instagram. He see all my stuff. All right, cool. We get to the gym. I'm on the phone with him. This is like a week before COVID. You remember when Shakur was.
Speaking of the big elephant in the room, man, you signed with Top Rank. Mm-hmm. You know, give me a little backstory as to how you even linked that up, man. You know, at 17 years old, signing with Top Rank.
Shout out Jack.
How was that for you?
Shout out Jackal Fitness. That's the only answer I can give you. He made his calls. Shout out Mike Prince. Mike Prince got me in touch with Jay. Jay, like we saw, he got me in touch with Top Rank, and we made it happen. Mob ties. See me?
Hey, you know, hey, he just explained to you, no, hey.
Yeah, now some of y'all be like, oh, you just made a phone call. That don't make you a coach. Well, if you can call somebody a coach online that don't even coach, I am a coach. I just don't need the title to be a coach. I don't need to be in the corner to be a coach. It's when I am around and been around and continue to do my thing, I would say I'm a coach. See, some people be like, oh, you need the title. You need the title. Why do you need a title when you are actually doing the things, right? See, that's the problem with society and the guys that sit in front of the store. All they doing is sitting where you are doing the actual experience.
You know the vibe. Another day in the office. All-star right here. You know, another day in the office. School you. That's right. All-star. Braun. Yeah. Another day in the office. We just getting that work.
Simple.
Yeah. Road to greatness. J Prince Boxing. Top Rank. ESPN. You know the vibes. Yeah.
Yes, you know the vibes, right? You know the vibes, man. So that's why I say, man, these guys sit out here and they talk about shit, or they think they're ignoring you. No, you got left. You're still at the store, my nigga. But at what age do you say, yo, this shit ain't it? I'm still sitting in front of the store waiting for somebody to give me a couple dollars for a beer. At what age, man, does it click in like, yo, I don't got shit going on. I ain't really doing shit. Or do you just, continue to have your store gatherings, man? How's my content looking tonight, though, man? Did I get better as a content creator? I'm trying. I'm trying. Shout out to my guys, man. I got some new drops. Look, matter of fact, let me play you. Look, this is for you guys that call me Beetlejuice Boxing too, man. Hopefully one day you guys can get a fine stallion, right? I gotta load the rest of them up, man. See, when look, Beetlejuice Boxing is all right, man. Maybe you guys might want to get with Beetle, man. Shout out to my young boy right there, Philly in the building. He's working. He's coming. Big Les. Hold on, we gotta play some of these. Let's play some of these. We'll get back. We'll get to that shit.
Because some people are dedicated to misunderstanding you. And I don't care how much you reveal yourself, they're gonna always not know who you really are. You can die for them, you can live for them, they still not gonna know. And anybody who don't know them can't know you. How you don't know who I am? We walked on water together. And when you were looking at the storm, you started sinking. I told the storm, peace be still. And how you don't know who I am by now? When you think you are a king, you feel you've been betrayed. When you know you are a servant, you know you've been served. When you are a servant of God, people are serving you when they put you through certain things because they bring you closer to resurrection. We on our way. The more pain you can endure, the closer you are to getting up. See, because some people are...
That was powerful right there, right? Did y'all catch that vibe, man? That's why I understand coming on the internet, dealing with clowns, dealing with trolls, right? Because people that don't know who they are will never know who you are. Did y'all catch that source right there, though? Did y'all catch that, man? There goes my girl. Look, shout out to my girl. Didn't I post a picture with her earlier? I know her. I have an interview with her. Lovely lady, man. One of the top hitters in the game. She's breaking down Undisputed right there. That's my homegirl, right? That is my homegirl. I know her. I have an interview with her. That's my peoples. She's the top hitter in the game.
To be an undisputed champion in the world of boxing. It involves holding all the major championship belts in a weight class simultaneously. You will have to unify the titles sanctioned by various governing bodies, the WBO.
We know. Listen here, Trap Girl Eddie. We know when Fed picked it up and got you over there telling.
Yo, shout out to my guy. He was on the platform with us before, man. Yo, Duke Farrell was a funny motherfucker, man. Yeah, if y'all ain't tapped in with Duke, tap in with him. Yo, if y'all ain't tapped in with Duke, man, tap in with Duke, man. Yo, that shit had me crying to that. You see the real players repost people, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, that's free game. You know, sharing his camera. But yeah, when he made that video, you know, he been riding for Roy Lee and Mo3 for years, man. So shout out to Duke Farrell, man. But man, he had me crying with it. Yeah, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it, man. Look, this is for educational purposes. A lot of y'all gonna get mad, right? Because that's what y'all do. Y'all get mad at real brothers that share content.
We know. Listen here, Trap Girl Eddie. We know. And Fed picked it up and got.
Yeah, he called him Trap Girl Eddie. Yeah, they tell it, bro. It's gonna get real. It's gonna get real nasty, man. Cause listen, I'm not gonna do that all that. Maybe another day I'll get into that. I was watching one of the bloggers down there, and they played. Trap basically told the whole shit in the song, but he did it on a live, man. It was nasty work. Yo, he called Yellow Beezy on his live, and man, it was like, come on, man, these guys are just too much. That's why I talked about this early in the morning, to get that out of my system, because I did not want to come on here and go in on all that, because I spoke about a lot of this. And for me right now, it's validation. It's validation as the blogger, man. Because, you know, you get all these guys that they want to overlook your work and the stuff that you put out and put in. Now it's like, nah, I got gems. Gems on gems. But shout out to Duke Farrell, man. That shit was hilarious. Yeah, he called him Trap Girl Eddie. Oh, man, I couldn't stop laughing. I couldn't. That's Jihad. Look, oh, man. Yeah, I get the chills when I watch this fight. I was right there. I almost got kicked out the arena. That is another reason why I do not like to shoot ringside. WCS could tell you he was right there. See, I'm not a coach, but I'm a coach. I'm part of the team, man. I be there. So I was yelling out instructions. And they was like, you can't do that. You clearly hear me on the audio. I was like, underneath. Yeah, you clearly like, oh, man. That right there, Jihad, that was probably his coming out point. That guy was an undefeated. Well, no, one loss I think he had. But he was an Olympian. And this is for all you guys that be like, oh, he's too small for the weight class. That guy right there was a light heavyweight in the amateurs. Look him up. Hell of a fighter. Shahad banged it out with him at 20 years old. The rest is history. He's 22. He's up in 2 weeks, man. April 5th. But yeah, let me get to these drops, because this is what it really was about, right? Because, you know, these guys be always on here talking about how I look, which is rather disgusting to me. It is. Oh, Gabe Rizal, I'll get to that in a second. I showed you. Here it is right here. Oh, man. Did y'all see that, man? Hold on, let's put it.
I'm exclusive, can't go back to normal. I don't keep it cordial. Had to
obviously
not bad for Beetlejuice, right?
Shout out to Chinese boxing.
Man, she even threw on a glove. Did you see that? She had a glove. No, damn well you ain't trying to fight. What you got a glove on for, though? But I appreciate the drop. Was that thick or what? That was thick, right? These guys talking about Beetlejuice boxing. I tell you, I don't have that problem, man. And I don't suggest y'all looking at me like that, man. I don't get it, man. You niggas are weirdos. You niggas is weird. Worrying about my teeth and all that. You niggas need to worry about what's going on with y'all, man. Get some understanding. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the sauce tonight. 5 minutes away from my hour. I got my hour in at the desk. Man, the house is quiet right now. I wanted to jump on earlier, but Coach, look, now everybody wants to come downstairs. Coach Ring left Jurassic Park upstairs. She was having a dance party in the downstairs, her and the dogs. Yeah, she tied out Daffy. Daffy is in here. Brownie is in his coordinates over there, right? He's not ready to come out yet, man. I let him out a little bit. He don't know how to just chill. Like, see, Daffy's in here stretched out, relaxing. I'll let this dude in here right now. He won't even get the memo. Like, he won't understand, like, oh, she's relaxing, laying down on her doggy bed. Maybe I'll do that too. This nigga will come in here and want to fight and play. Like, she fucked him up good today. Narina was nervous, like, oh, he's bleeding. I'm like, he's all right. He's a dog, man. She just scraped him a little bit. It ain't nothing. That's what he wants. He wanted to get a little nip. She nipped him a little bit, but he's all right. He's a dog. But that's what he's into. He'll come in here right now and it'll be chaos. It'll be madness in here. But I'm not with it. I want to get a nice blog in. Shout out to everybody that came through. I appreciate y'all. See, it's Friday night, so I cook late on Fridays. Normally, I would have been done cooking and everything, because it's Friday. Hopefully, I'll catch some of you guys at the store. I'm going to the store. I know you guys are up there. I make my store runs. Go get me a Red Bull and start my dinner, right? Watch me mess with Nasaya real quick. Yo, Nasaya. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Would you like to come to the gym? I can't hear you. Why not? Why not? Why you don't speak? They can hear you. The microphone's right there. Why you don't want to come to the gym? You outgrew the gym now? Yeah, see, the sign is hilarious. That's when you get a kid, right? Because she has her own command center now, right? She has a cell phone. She was on a high honor roll, so now she got a new flat screen TV. Everybody has a command center downstairs, except for Coach Reed. Coach Reed's not getting one. Coach Reed has no clue. Coach Reed is a dancer now. She's in everything else, right? But she still comes to the gym. I'm about to run down to the gym real quick, man. But shout out to all the guys at the store, man. Yo, you niggas that sit in front of the store, man, be careful, man. Because you might have to catch a fade up there one day. And we see how you niggas gave it up on the internet. Yo, CW, did we catch that shit this week, man? Yo, that nigga got called out for a fade on the internet, man. Yo, you would have thought them niggas was just in the same proximity. Oh, God. Yo, that was hilarious. Yo, that was hilarious, yo. That's what, when you have a store nigga mentality, oh, my God. These guys, the chick is up, man. Yo, he got called out for a fade. Yo, that nigga got called out for a fade and was like, fuck that. But the shit that made it so bad, right? Yo, he got called out for the fade. It's like, nigga, you are sitting behind a computer somewhere. What are you so scared of? What are you so scared of? But, I guess, when you are up in age, man, and you've been a bullshit nigga your whole life. Because that's what these guys are that sit in front of the store. They're bullshit ass niggas, man. Bullshit niggas that don't got nothing going on. That's why they don't understand nothing. They don't recognize nothing, and they can't receive nothing. Right? They can't receive nothing. But hopefully you guys dug the sauce tonight. Hopefully everything works out for him and her. I mean, damn, him and the lover. I mean, the brothers, right? And you know, he beats these charges, man. He beats these charges, but man, I don't know if you know all the gossip for over the years was true, and it's looking like it's moving in that direction, right? Because they've been gossiping about this Mo3 murder and what was said and what was done for years. And now all of a sudden these niggas just swoop in. I think it was the feds. They swooped in and charged him with this charge. So it's really not looking too good. But like I said, he has a powerful love. I mean, damn, let me retract that. He has a very powerful brother, right? That let him rock his, you know, his uniform. So maybe he'll be all right because his brother, see, I said it right this time. I didn't say lover, but his brother has resources and money. And you know, anytime you're fighting a legal battle, resources and money is what you're going to need. But it gets a little expensive. But that's on me, baby. And that's on me, baby. Now, Lord, it's not on me. These niggas is lying on me. And that's on me, baby. And that's on me, baby. You know what? I'm going to let my girl close this out, man. You know, she gave me a new drop.
I'm exclusive, can't go back to normal. I don't keep it cordial. Had to clean my soul and fix my aura. I feel that's important. I play dumb.
Shout out to my girl.
Today we
send them in. Look, I use them, y'all. I use them. Send them in. Obviously. Look.
Shout out to Shiny's Boxing.
Man, shout out to Shy News Boxing, man. You know, you do have options, man. You do have options, man. But this is the Source Experience, man. The Source Experience, man. Just kicking with y'all at the desk tonight. Hold on, I gotta see something. Somebody just sent me something. I want to run down to the gym too, man. Let me see. Hold on. Oh man, shout out to my brother Nightmare, Spawn Shannon Briggs, man. And I hit Nightmare up the other day, right? And I said to him, you know, he was a stablemate of Junior Poison Jones, another relative of mine, Poison. Look him up, one of the best fighters to come out of Brooklyn. Poison, Junior Jones, right? Look him up as well, right? But he was a stablemate of his. And I was like, I'm tired of being humble. I'm tired of being humble with these guys. These guys disrespect me. And I just be humble because I'm like, I'm different. I'm elite, right? I'm cut from an elite. You know, I'm cut from an elite tree, right? And I hit Nightmare up, right? And I was like, yo, these guys don't know because they never left their block, right? I was like, yo, they never left their block. Right? I was like, yeah, they never left their block, right? And I was like, I said to him, right? I was like, yo, let him know, General, my airlight. I was like, these guys always be worried about the punches, right? Because my guy Starworth is a former professional. Now he's managing and coaching fighters and moving fighters. But I was like, yo, let them know, man. That magic could take you around the world. These niggas, they can't leave in front of the store, right? but they be wanting to talk to players that's going around the world, man. Yo, I came home in less than 2 weeks. I was on a plane going around the world again, man. Real talk, man. Real talk. Alcohol free, man. Alcohol free, man. And I had some of the best brisket and barbecue salmon. Yo, don't sleep on the white people in Tulsa, Oklahoma. They can cook. The white people in Tulsa, Oklahoma could cook, man. I had the best barbecue brisket, fried chicken. I had the time of my life at the Hard Rock Casino. And look, if I was like that, right? Beetlejuice Boxing, right? Yo, the women on my floor were flirting with me, man. They was flirting. Yo, I had a room, right? I had a room, right? a fly ass room, right? If I was, if I was devious like that, I could have really got into some shit, man. I had a fly ass room, but you know what I was doing? I was in there blogging at the time. This is when the show was still on. Remember, it's no longer on no more. The last season with Frankie, the real Rick Ross story. That rest in peace. That John Singleton produced on FX. You know, I was just in the room watching that. I stayed in my room. I stayed good. But I remember the ladies up there, they was flirting with me, man. The housekeepers and all that. We had a good time though, man. The food was immaculate, man. Man, good brisket and the Cowboys. They Cowboys out there in Tulsa, Oklahoma. They could cook though. Good food, man. I ate real good. Real good. That's one of my favorite cities. I ain't gonna hold you. The food, right? I grade the cities by their food, right? If they got good food at the city, I could dig it, man. Cause I'm not into all the other shit. I know a lot of other guys, they be into the nightlife. I'm married, man. That ain't my thing, man. No more. That ain't my thing. Yo, CW, man. I'm hungry too. I'm about to cook it up. Well, I'm gonna prepare my food now. Put it in the oven. Cause I had CEO on the side on leave. So she knows how to cook now. So she can take stuff out and shit like that. But I'm gonna run down to the gym and do what I do at the gym. And hopefully, you know, everything works out for Earl Spencer's lover. I mean, I retract that, his brother. That's his brother, you know. That's on me, baby. But I wonder if he's still rocking that chain, man. That's a bad look, though, right? Murder for hire, man. Man down. Look, man down. You got the man down on. Man down. But appreciate you, CW. Shout out to WCS pulling up as well. Gumbo, of course. And everybody enjoy your Friday, man. We got fights tomorrow. And the good thing about those fights tomorrow, it's not pay-per-view. And shout out to my guy, Fitness by Tubler, is Cordell Booker's strength and conditioning coach. So he landed on his feet. Look, another world title opportunity. It's a tough tale, but you got to wait to see what happens, man. But how's that card looking, man? I haven't even checked it out, man. Are there any good bets on the card? I haven't jumped on FanDuel or nothing. You know? No FanDuel action or nothing, man. But it's gonna get real interesting. I'm gonna keep my eye on this whole situation of the blogging of the Texas, because I'm gonna be doing a lot of follow-ups on that too as well. But this is the Sauce Experience. I gotta get this one in rotation now, man.
I'm exclusive, can't go back to normal. I don't keep it cordial. Had to clean my soul and fix
not bad for Beetlejuice boxing, right? Next time they talk about Beetlejuice boxing.
Shout out to Shy News Boxing.
Shout out to Shy News Boxing. Tell them niggas that, you know, when you call me Beetlejuice, be like, man, Beetlejuice be having some fine red stallions with some big backs on them, man. Big back, big back, big back, big back, big back, big back. Look, big back, big back, big back, big back, big back, big back. See, yo, Shy News Boxing is straight, man. Y'all was calling me Beetlejuice and all that. But like I said, man, Beetle gets the ladies, man. You niggas are sitting in front of the store with no motion, having meaningless panels and conversations. I don't do that. I get to the motion. We get to the motion. Big backs, big backs.
This is an oath by Shy News. But hey, what do I know?
I was playing, man. I told you I was coming back to the city of Cowboy, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Seek and destroy. You know the vibe. Yeehaw!
Hey, this is Coach Larry Wade, IBL Champions. Hey, I train professional boxers, and you with Sauce Talk Podcast. You don't want to miss anything that he puts on here.
Appreciate you, champ. You know the vibe.